You know? If you hold your nose, it will be impossible for you to hum. During the Cold War, the CIA had its spies equipped with rectal toolkits, in case they were caught and needed to escape. Humans are the only animal that likes spicy food. It's also unclear as to why we enjoy this type of food, as it has not shown any benefits to our health. Termite queens are the longest living insects. It is believed they can live up to 100 years old. Newborn babies lack the ability to shed tears. They do not fully develop tear ducts until 1 to 3 months old. Mark Twain was born on the day when Halley's Comet flew by Earth. He said, "I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it." Halley's Comet next appeared on April 21, 1910, which is the day Mark Twain died. Raspberry and vanilla-flavored ice cream may be enhanced with castoreum, which is drawn from beaver anal glands. Canaries were named after the Canary Islands, which were named after dogs found on the islands. Birmingham, UK has more trees than Paris and more canals by length than Venice. In the last 20 years, most cancers have gone from being a death sentence to now being treatable or curable. In the last 15 years we have gone from antibodies being hard to produce to now being almost totally customizable by scientists. It took the creator of the Rubik's Cube, Erno Rubik, 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. The current record is now 3.47 seconds. There is a fence in Australia longer than the distance from NYC to London, 5,614 kilometers. The longest boxing match ever took 110 rounds or approximately 7.5 hours. A narwhal does not have a horn, it is actually their canine tooth that protrudes from their head. Duke the dog was the mayor of Cormorant, Minnesota for 4 consecutive terms, before retiring at the age of 91 dog years. Cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, Savoy, kohlrabi, Guy lan, and more are all the same species of plant called Brassica oleracea. Mozart made a song called Leck mich im Arsch, that means lick me in the ass. There is a species of tick that if it bites you, you'll become allergic to red meat. That every second in the entirety of our universe, somewhere out there a star explodes. In 1508, rats were summoned to stand trial in the village of Autun, having been charged with theft and destruction. They had eaten the farmers' crops. They also had a lawyer appointed to them. However, being rats, they did not attend the first or second hearing. Unfortunately, nobody knows what happened after that. The word factoid originally meant something that was false but considered to be true. There are 169 octillion 518 septillion 829 sextillion 100 quintillion 544 quadrillion ways to play the first 10 moves in chess. If you count every single star in the Milky Way galaxy, and if you only take 1 second per star, it will take you about 12,000 years to count them all. And that's just our galaxy. There are an estimated 200 billion other galaxies in the observable universe. You know. 1 teaspoon of honey is the lifework of 12 bees. In the span of 66 years, we went from taking flight to landing on the moon. Every 2 minutes, we take as many photos as all of humanity took during the 1800s. When you lay down outside, looking up at the sky, you're actually staring down into an infinite cosmic abyss with only the Earth's gravity stopping you from drifting off forever. The longest a chicken has ever lived after decapitation is 18 months. From the time it was discovered to the time it was stripped of its status as a planet, Pluto hadn't made a full trip around the Sun. There are more people learning English in China than there are native English speakers in the entire world. In 1956, a man named Tommy Fitzpatrick stole a small plane from New Jersey for a bet, and then landed it perfectly on the narrow street, in front of the bar he had been drinking at in Manhattan. 2 years later, he did it again after someone didn't believe he had done it the first time. Clouds can weigh over 1 million pounds. Only 5% of the ocean has been discovered and/or explored. There are over 10 million times more viruses on Earth than there are stars in the known universe. There are more bacteria in and on your body than actual cells that make up your flesh and bones. Bacteria is super tiny, and by mass, contribute to around 5 to 6 pounds of your total body weight. If we are lucky, we still live only around 850,000 hours. Ants can survive in a microwave, they are small enough to dodge the rays. And their bodies don't contain enough water to be affected. You know? During a human's lifetime, the heart will pump enough blood to fill 3 supertankers. On average, a person will walk 3 times around the world in their lifetime. A earworm is a song that gets stuck in your head. Rain travels 18 million times slower than light. The Queen owns roughly 1/6 of the Earth's surface legally. Almost 50% of Americans believe the world is no more than 10,000 years old. In 1835, on the 8th of January, the USA had no national debt. Leonardo da Vinci spent 15 years working on the Mona Lisa, and even around the time of his death he did not consider it to be finished. Most diamonds are roughly 8 billion years old. Under extreme pressure you can create diamonds with peanut butter. In 1999, Darlington Football Club used 50,000 worms to irrigate their waterlogged pitch. Unfortunately, they all drowned.